loves. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome into this video for day 28 of the 30 days of Ho'oponopono challenge. Today's subject is on rejection, and this is the chat video where I discuss this issue, the reflections that I've had of it in my life, and just open the door a little bit into my own personal experience and processing with you. So again, I apologize for not having a offering every day this 30-day challenge. Certainly it is a challenge because it is challenging. And there have been days when I just haven't been able to come on and share, and that's okay. And I get to ho'oponopono myself and forgive myself for not showing up every day for these offerings. So thank you for understanding, and thank you for being here for the days that I am here. Today's subject's really raw for me. It's something that I've literally 5 minutes ago just identified within myself, and I was going to do a different subject today, and I decided to change it, especially because of the raw nature of it, and because this is really what I'm trying to offer to you. So if you're not familiar with Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian forgiveness tradition. It's an ancient tradition that is based in the philosophy that what you experience in the outside world is a reflection of what is going on within you. And so the reflection is really where the healing comes in, and the release of the negative charge. So we talk about negative charges in our lives, and that's anything external to you that you have a charge against, something that doesn't feel good in your body, something that you carry with you that's heavy, that's tight, that's tense, that's restrictive, that's debilitating, that's blocking, that's painful. In any way, that's a charge. And we use Ho'oponopono and the phrases of Ho'oponopono, which are, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, in order to in order to clean on the charge. So you, as you say these words, you release the charge that you have to the external thing, and you begin to bring it back to the self. You begin to feel inside of yourself, and to see and to recognize and to take responsibility for that thing which is showing up in the outside world, and you start to take responsibility for the part that it is mirroring to you. And we do this not to condone the behaviors of others, but we do this because we have this awareness and this understanding that this person, the situation, only showed up the way that it did to us in order to reflect the very thing that bothers us the most about it, that hurts us the most about it, so that we could see that element within ourselves, and that so we can begin to do the inner work, which is really the only place that change ever occurs. We can do the inner work to clean on that, to bring awareness to that aspect of our being, and we can let the other person, the situation, not off the hook. Again, it doesn't condone other people's behavior, but it does highlight what they are showing you, and it does invite you to say, can I find this within myself? Is this within me? And if it is, and if you can find it, to then release that outside external circumstance from the judgment, from the attachment, from the negative energy daggers that you send towards it every time you think about it or try to avoid it. And you release that energy, which is a misuse of your energy, because it is not allowing you to see the reflection. If it's about the other person, then it's not about what's going on within you, and it's all about what's going on within you. And that's the beauty, that's the healing, that's where we can forgive, that's when we can give thanks, that's when we can apologize, and that's when we can get back to the love that is within us, that we have towards the person or the situation, even if that is a very difficult person or situation to love. So my topic today is rejection. This is something that I feel. I see things in my outer world externally that feel like rejection. I feel rejected. I feel my beliefs, my thoughts, my love, are being rejected by people close to me and by the collective at this time. The majority of the people that I love, I feel rejected by at this moment in time. And being rejected is like one of my biggest fears. I mentioned that on the fear video. I think it was day 9. One of my biggest fears is being rejected. No, please don't reject me. Please don't reject me. Please don't reject me. I don't want to be rejected. I don't want to be rejected. I'm terrified of being rejected. And I'm seeing it and I'm feeling it in the outer world, and you know, I just want to fight against it. I want to lash out. I want to say, well, fine, whatever. You know, I want to walk away from those who are rejecting me and just say, okay, fine. Fine. I'll walk away. I don't need this in my life, right? But where's the Ho'oponopono? Where's the reflection? So I reflected it back to myself just moments before I sat down to record this. And I have been rejecting myself to fit in to this crazy society since 1st grade. And I've tried to fit in. And I've tried to do things the way you guys do it. I've tried to watch the popular shows and the sports and play the games that everyone else plays so that I can fit in, be one of the group, be one of everybody else. I went to a private Catholic kindergarten and I loved it there. I felt so seen, so supported, so spiritual. It was called Divine Child. And it was really a beautiful, beautiful place. And then 1st grade, I was put into public school. And that's when I started rejecting myself. I started seeing how everybody acted and how you had to be a certain way in order to get approval, get affection, get attention, to fit in, and empower myself to do what I want to do, what feels right to me, more and more and more, the more I feel rejected by those I changed myself to fit in with. And I get to face this inner rejection now. I get to see it. I get to feel it. I get to own it and take responsibility for it and stop blaming public school. Stop blaming the collective. Stop blaming members of my family for wanting me to be less weird, less different, less authentic and honest and true to myself. Because it's not their fault. I am the one choosing to reject parts of me to fit in. I am the one choosing to pretend that I'm something I'm not. To avoid the pain of rejection from the external, but the pain of rejection from the internal is way worse. We talk about self-harm in one of our videos. I think it's day 4. And this is an aspect of self-harm. This rejection of myself. Probably the biggest aspect of harming that I do to myself. I love myself a lot. As much as I'm able to in each moment. With the awareness and consciousness that I have. But this is a way that I harm myself. that I keep myself small and dim my light. And the more and more I embrace my light, what makes me me, my beautiful, authentic uniqueness that I have to offer the world, the more and more I see that not everybody is gonna like it. Not everybody's gonna understand it. Not everyone's gonna be able to open their hearts to it and receive it. But it's no longer worth sacrificing my own love for myself. And my rejection of self is no longer worth the approval of others. I just can't do it anymore. It costs too much to me to try to be the one that everybody loves. And as I film this video and offer this up to you, I know that I'm gonna get to face rejection on larger levels as I learn to love all the places within me that I've rejected. And I take responsibility for that rejection. It feels like it's gonna get louder before it gets quieter. And Paige deserves to stop rejecting herself just to be fitting in with others. Paige deserves to stop rejecting the truth of her being and the truth of her soul and the truth of her experiences here on this earth. And every time I stay quiet, a little part of me is rejected once again. And I'm done. I deserve better. And that may mean losing a large percentage of the people that I love from my life. But if they don't love me for who I am, they want me to continue to reject myself to be worthy of their love. Then I'm willing to let that go. So thank you all for allowing me to be vulnerable and authentic and true with you. To face the rejection within me. To stop blaming all y'all for it. Y'all haven't even rejected me yet. I haven't even shown you really who I am. Just little by little. Excuse me. So, when I offer up the practice, which I'm gonna do another video here in a minute, to offer up the practice of ho'oponoponoing this rejection that I've been ignoring and pretending doesn't exist within me. That's what I'm going to be speaking to. And I'm going to be offering up, I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me, and thank you to all of the people that I feel are rejecting me right now. You guys don't know it, but I do. And I forgive you. And I love you. And I'm grateful to you
for showing me my own rejection of self so that I can see it and take responsibility for it and do something about it. Because I'm the only one who can. No external validation will ever match my own authentic love for myself as I am, unconditionally. So that is my discussion on the subject of rejection. And I am going to end this video and in just a moment reset for the practice video on this subject. As always, Namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.